Hi everyone, happy May the 4th, and welcome to the newest Trials of the Master update. So way back in March I filmed two videos for you. One is about planets that I changed for Trials, not just the end fight, but there are two planets which are present in the series that are now changed in names and a little bit in the looks for the Trials. Because of the story reasons and the hyperspace travel rules, now it works much better in the story. And another video was based around little shot that I did with visual effects. It took me a couple of hours, it's really effective and it's really nice to see in the film. And I wanted to just show you quickly how I made it and what inspired me to do it. And why I put it in the film. And so my intention was to edit those videos in March after I'm back from Orlando and to publish them. But then something happened which made me postpone those videos and turn my attention to much more important stuff. I was contacted by the composer for the film and he told me, hey, how's the film coming along? I'm having a window of a couple of free weeks in April and May so we can have a meeting and discuss the music for the film, if you are available. Now, the problematic thing about it is I didn't show film to anyone yet, and I want that fan approval first, on a macro level, so that I know that the things in the film work the way I intended them to. And so I postponed everything on the side. I wasn't active on YouTube or Discord or Reddit, and I just went to finish the screener for the film. I put the temp music in the film, filled in some silences, just so it flows better, and I polished the dialogue. And also there were some places that were still missing visual effects, at least in the crude form, just to carry the message across. And so I finished it, I assembled a group of 11 people, and I showed them the film, because I needed the fan approval first, to know that the things are working on macro level, even on micro level, just so I know that the things that I wanted to show in the film are being told in the right way and that the audience will get what I was trying to say. Because we cannot start discussing music before I know that everything works the way I intended it. And I don't remember the last time I was so nervous in my life. Because remember, I'm working on this for 4 years now. You are waiting for this for 4 years now. But apart from me and my friend, nobody saw the film. And we are so deep into this that we didn't exactly lose objectivity, but you need to see how the fresh pair of eyes will react to the things that are happening on the screen. I mean, I didn't even show the film to my wife. I would have, but she never bothered to ask. Okay, so I closed myself in my office, I polished the dialogue, I added some needed visual effects to carry the story across, and I had to fill in some silences in dialogue or in the edit with temp sound or temp music. So once that was done, I showed the film to 11 people. 2 of them watched with their partners, so I got feedback from 13 people, which is even better. A lot of you are with me since the first days of the project. If you didn't get the invitation for test audience, don't be alarmed. My intention was not to spoil the film for too many people. Some people unfortunately had to see it in this crude state. And these are the guidelines for the test audience. When you have to take this into account for the film, like, it's better maybe to wait for the film to be finished. I even had some test audience members who said, thank you for your trust, but we want to see the film when it's finished. And I respect that. So anyways, I sent the film into the wild, and I was waiting for the feedback. And then I got it. Pages and pages of feedback from 13 people, paragraphs and paragraphs of their notes and their comments. And
It's working! It's working!
yeah, the feeling of reading it was incredible. After 4 years to know that your film is working, that the message is carried across, that the Star Wars feeling is there, that the new stuff is working for the film, new scenes, new dialogues, new visuals, new concepts. And don't get me wrong, not everything was, oh, it's perfect, it's wonderful. There are some really good notes on which things need improvement, mainly the pacing in the second part of the film, and some minor nitpicks, but nitpicks in a good way. And yes, there were some things that I didn't notice, even though I'm really detail-oriented with this, but I'm so deep into the story and characters that some things flew over my head, which luckily now test members did catch. And that's why the test audience is for, and that's why you need fan approval because you are making the film both for yourself and for the audience. One thing that I did fear after this initial feedback was that I will have to get back to the drawing board and redo the entire concept. Luckily, that didn't happen. One of the major things that need a bit of tweaking is the pacing in the second part of the film, because there is a constant action and we need even more time to breathe and to have some more character moments without constantly rushing through the story. I thought I have enough of breathing time, but turns out we even need some more. Luckily, the film version that I showed to them had a runtime of 2 hours and 5 minutes, and that's on the shorter end of Star Wars films, so we still have a couple more minutes to go to let things breathe a little bit, and that will then make it even better. One of my favorite moments was that my lore advisor told me, like, from lore standpoint, I have no complaints. Everything is wonderful, everything works, the film can be even longer because it's wonderful to look at. So that's a win. And then there were some funny moments, because there is one line that Darth Vader says in the film that wasn't in the series, and one audience member said, like, this line, that's the perfect line for Vader to say, do not change it under any circumstances. And then the other guy said for the same line, I don't feel like Vader should say that. So if we are at that point that this needs to be pointed out, I mean, that means it's a normal Star Wars film and fans will have the battle of opinions. But if everything else is working, I can't describe you how happy that makes me feel. I don't think I ever heard, oh, this isn't working. Like, the worst thing that I heard is, this is great, you just need to work on it a bit more so it carries across. That's great, I can do that. I did have one slight disagreement with one pretty influential audience member who is important for the final film, and it was about the point of view, certain point of view of us fans looking at one Star Wars character. He chose one way to look at him, I chose the other one, and it came down to the classic fan discussion of that character. He stood his ground, I stood mine, but because 12 other audience members told me that they love my take on this character, I sided with my own opinion. But full disclosure, if there was something in the film that majority of people told me, you have to change it, this doesn't work, like, no matter how much I wanted to see it in the film from the very start, of course I would not do it in the end. So what are the next steps now? Within the next couple of days, I will have a meeting with the composer for the music for the film. And then in June, I will have one more viewing with the test audience for final approval. And then I will start recording sound for Leia, Darth Vader as well. And I will start finishing visual effects to the point that the film is ready for sound design. And then when the sound design is being worked on, and when the music is being worked on, I can just relax and do the visual effects now that I know that everything works for everyone. So yeah, that's it. Really, I have nothing further to say. Honestly, I can't wait to finish this video right now and get back to the editing and visual effects, because this feedback that I got is probably the biggest rush of inspiration that I got since we did the reshoots in 2022 and 2023. I just love you guys. You're amazing. May the force be with you, and talk to you soon. Bye!